Hello everybody and happy new year.
Okay. We're whipping out the mic because Tevin is also watching a movie in the other room and you probably would be able to hear it. But hello everybody and welcome back to our channel. Excuse the background, we're currently in the office right now and it's kind of a mess, but we're just gonna move forward and act like it doesn't exist. So it's definitely been a minute. I think the last time that I vlogged was Vlogmas in like mid-December, and it is now almost February. New Year's is pretty much well and gone, but this is the first I've talked to you guys, so hello. How are you? It's been a minute. Hopefully things have been great. Hopefully your 2026 is starting off well. I kind of like fell off of Vlogmas just because literally like I think the last week that I had posted was the week that I started a second job and all my time just basically went out the window. I had no time to edit. I have content which I'm going to share with you guys today that I filmed, but I didn't have time to edit any of that, and so here we are now, well, almost into February, trying to get this video. I guess I could just kind of start it off there. So I do have some content. It's gonna look a little weird because it's from like December, still Christmas time. But I want to share that with you guys before moving on to like the other stuff that I want to talk about, and also like the, travel videos that I have upcoming for you guys because I just went on a trip and I did film the whole thing. The travel videos are probably my favorite videos to edit and to film. So I do have another New York vlog up for you guys. I don't know if I'm going to do just one vlog or if I have enough content to kind of split it into two. We'll see. Before we get into that, I do want to kind of like wrap up 2025. So I'm going to go ahead and share all of that content. Yes, it is going to be a little wonky because it is Christmas time, but hopefully you guys enjoyed it. There's some like really good wholesome memories with like my family and all that. So it's really nice that I get to have these memories and get to look back on them. So hopefully you guys enjoy this part of the vlog, but here we go.
Or maybe Best Buy. It wasn't that expensive? Oh no, it was very expensive. But I got it when we went to Japan this year. And now I record stuff all the time, so.
And it's like perfectly small.
Yeah, it's called the Osmo Pocket. So it literally like fits in your pocket, and women, anything, our pockets are tiny. But it's really easy and compact, and especially when you're going to like places where you're maybe not so comfortable or you're not familiar, it's so small that people don't realize that it's a camera, so it's easy to like film stuff and not make other people uncomfortable.
My hair is all types of frizzy.
Where is this content going?
YouTube. Where? YouTube.
Yeah, she went to go get her man. Her man. You can sit here temporarily. I do it. Amy, make me open the damn gate.
Dairy Bridget.
You get to experience beyond the party. Yeah.
How
Mile hike I could have done within an hour. It took me 3 hours because I kept pit stopping taking photos. Breathe in the cold.
You're supposed to allocate time for the photos.
Huh?
You're supposed to allocate time for the photos.
I am. I'm like,
Yeah, I'm also mission oriented.
Yeah, they should.
Yeah.
She forgot. These are regular here. Wait, look at the lion. Who said who had a name with the lion? Who had a Leo? Oh.
Animals are sleeping somewhere in there. Okay, we're off to the carousel. I don't know if you guys can see a little giraffe in the background.
Outside the
Still
carousel,
recording.
walk when selecting.
Oh, that looks good. That looks really good. I need a trim so Y'all do. Shit. Props to him for getting up though. Dude, his ass is gonna knock him
Alright, we're back in the car. This is how they came out. So it's basically the same color that I normally always get. I just got, I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but I just got like some gold glitter on it. I was debating on the glitter or the chrome, and I don't know if I love it or if I actually hate it. But I mean, no, I don't think I hate it. I don't know if it was exactly as I was envisioning. I don't even know if you guys can even actually see what I'm talking about. I don't know if it was exactly what I was envisioning, but I don't necessarily hate it. So, and the lady that does my nails, I absolutely love her. I go to her every single time. She always tells me about her kids. We always have a good little chat, so it's really nice. I've been going to her for probably about a year. I've been going to this nail salon though for probably about like 4 years. If you're in the Houston area, I highly recommend always set an appointment because it is busy. They do have valet here, but it is free valet. You just have to get it like validated, like just stamped whenever you finish your appointment. Other than that, it's a really good place. Like I said, I've been going here for years and they have never disappointed me ever. I've even had different nail techs and all of them have been good.
Who is letting go right now?
That's what I'm saying.
Head, knees, toes, knees, head, toes. Why you leaning over? Head, cup. She is moving head like this. Toes, knees, shoulders, cup.
That's crazy. Hey, get the reach back when he went for it again.
Well, just where I'm
Are we doing it in front of here or in front of this?
I think in front of the tree. Oh, where y'all gonna put it? No, just put it right here.
Yeah, just right there is fine.
Yeah.
Move it.
Yeah. They just moving so we have room. So, Annie's phone is better than mine? Yeah. Really?
Technically, I have the best phone, but.
This finally should be getting the
Is this the prayer we
Me and the guys.
Oh,
Two
losers.
1, 2, 3.
I want to use this.
Take the picture, bro. What you doing? That ain't even a camera, bro.
Hold it?
Yeah, come on, bro. Let me get that, bro.
Come on, Basilio.
What I press?
It's our video.
Just record.
Okay.
She wants you to videotape it.
Okay.
She's gonna make a vlog out of it, I'm sure.
You gotta make that thumbnail.
Okay, y'all ready?
You gotta. Dang.
Whose phone is this?
You can like walk and it's not gonna look shaky.
Yeah.
I'm like, okay, wait, I got.
Jackie just smiling.
World star.
Yeah. Look, I'm actually taking pictures of myself. Why my camera be having them little squares on it?
It's a Frank.
Okay, I'm gonna get out in a minute. They gonna probably think I'm the older sister though. Yeah.
Oh boy, that was blurry, boy.
Tevin, you wanna get in?
So 10 minutes.
Wait, Tevin wanna get in. Tevin wanna get in. Oh, you don't wanna get in with them? Oh, he said.
It's me.
That's his wife.
Wife.
It's crazy because we go back 5 years, somebody else.
Addie, on both their sides. But we see where we ended up. Happy anniversary. Yeah.
Ash and everything.
Now we got.
Come on.
Yeah, so they put the table here, man.
Come on, Ted.
Grow up.
Yeah, you cut the hair off.
That's what I'm saying.
Why do y'all this?
That's what I can't see.
All right, we are back to present time in my messy office. This has been like the longest January of my life. I feel like it's just never ending. The fact that we're still here and so much has happened and so many good things and so many like just life changes are happening all this month, and I'm really excited about it. I'm really excited to share that with you guys, which kind of like brings me to what I think I want my content to be like for this year and what are my hopes and goals and all that stuff like that. I'll get into like my actual goals, like I guess like for me personally, but at least for this channel and the content that I want to create, I do have some like upcoming changes, some major life changes, which they're good things, but you know, with change, it's still new, so you know, it's just kind of like getting used to it and getting adjusted. But I think with the new change, I will have a lot more time to be able to dedicate to filming and editing, and I've been kind of like playing with the idea of what kind of content I want to share and what I want to include. I'm just going to share my thoughts with you guys because right now I'm in a, you know, yapping kind of a mood. But I think for this year, what I really want to focus on is like just like pillars, or I guess like niche things that I really enjoy filming and editing. That's the thing, because I can film something and I think it's a really good idea, and then when I go to edit it, I'm just like, I feel like I'm just doing more work just to put something out there. Whereas like with the travel videos, I love filming them and I love editing them. So for me, that would be more content that I would want to share with you guys. Not that I have any other trips besides the one I just went on coming up, but just stuff like that. So basically what I'm thinking I'm going to like share is not only the travel, but also something that I have been incorporating, which is, you know, working out and running. I've been more on like the working out side, less of the running, but I do have some upcoming races that I want to run. So that's going to be a part of my life, and so I want to share that with you guys. And then the other thing that I wanted to do was kind of like the Houston like diaries, like just basically showcasing Houston. I feel like I live in this amazing city, and I feel like there's so much I still just haven't done or haven't experienced, and it's a major city, so new things are popping up all the time. But I was actually watching this TikTok of this girl, and she traveled to Houston. I think she was only here for 24 or 48 hours or something like that. But she was here and she was doing all types of things. And I'm like, I live here and I haven't done half of those things. So I was thinking, you know, maybe I need to explore a little bit more, get myself out there and see what this city has to offer. Traveling is all fun, but like being home is also nice. And because there's just so much to do and so many things that this city offers, I really want to explore that. So I want to start incorporating that, like me just trying out new things or me going to repeat things that we have here in the cities. Okay, last thing, I know I'm rambling, so last thing before I, you know, move on to something else. When I travel, I love to look at TikTok. I love to look at YouTube. I love to look at other people's content of what's around there. And I feel like Houston is kind of lacking that. I mean, we have influencers like for foodie places out the wazoo, but I feel like just experiences in Houston, like there's not a lot of YouTube videos. And I feel like that's like a need, or I guess a gap that I could help fill while also experiencing those things for myself. And then just like other stuff of just sharing my life, and as things come up, I'm gonna share them with you guys. But for the most part, that's kind of the content that I think I'm gonna be putting out, at least for the foreseeable future. I might also throw in some reading and books. I don't know if you guys are into that, but that's one of my goals. And I got like 2 Barnes & Noble gift cards. I guess people realize that I love reading, but I got that for Christmas, and so now I can start getting into the book things. But all right, now we can get into my actual goals for the year, and then these are going to be more of like my personal, fitness, financial, travel, all that stuff. I want to start incorporating that. I make this every single year. Last year I did it towards like the end of the year as like a check-in, like, hey, I could still hit my goals. I didn't hit every single thing on that list, but I did do better. And that to me is progress. So that's really it. I just want to put out my goals and then just try to work towards them. Even if we don't hit them exactly, I was better than I was before I wrote them out and actually put in some effort. So we're gonna get comfortable and get through this list. First thing is going to be my personal goals, and I want to start therapy. If you know me, if you know my story, you understand I have gone through quite a bit of trauma in my life, mostly dealing around, deaths, close personal deaths, and I have never gone to therapy. I feel like I'm in a really good, healthy place right now, but I always think that, you can grow and you can be better, and so I think talking to a professional, there may be some things that I haven't dealt with that I'm just not even aware of that may impact other things or may show out into, other aspects of my life that I'm not even privy to. And I think, just talking to a professional, at least like getting the whole gist of things, I think is a step in the right direction. I feel like everybody could use a little bit of therapy at least once in their life. Even if you feel like things are good, there could be a chance that things could be better, or maybe you're just like not really addressing things and kind of glossing over it and hoping that it goes away. And so I think that just talking to somebody, you know, even if it's just for a little bit, I think will be very beneficial. Both my sisters have gone to therapy and it really helped them. And so I feel like that would be something that would be very helpful to me. So that's something that I want to do this year, is to at least find a good therapist and, you know, start therapy. The next thing on my list, I'm pretty sure I put this on my like fall list as well, is to start a morning routine and just kind of stick to it. I really, really value waking up early, or just having a ritual in the morning. I feel like is a great way to start your day. And every time that I do it, I feel so much better, but sticking to it is my problem. So I would really like to get into a habit and a routine for my mornings and just kind of start them off right. So far, I have not been doing the best, but hopefully with this, like, you know, with this upcoming change with like my schedule and work and all that stuff like that, I think it would be a lot easier. So I'm really excited about getting into a habit with that. The next thing is going to be no phone or TV the last hour before bed. Right now I haven't really been doing that as much because I have been on my like late night workout kick, where I'm not working out until it's at least like 10, 11 p.m. And then by the time I'm done, I literally come home, shower, and then go to bed. So technically I'm not watching TV or on my phone, but I want to be intentional with it and maybe like read or write or do something besides just go to bed, you know? Like I want to be intentional, have intentional quiet time. I think that's really my goal. The next thing is going to be to complete my real estate classes and pass my exam. I don't know if I had that on my last like goals list, but it is something that I want to finish. I have completed a few of my courses. I think I have 6 and I've completed 2. So I gotta get through the others and also pass the exam. The next thing on my list is something I'm actually really, really excited about because it feels like a little part of my childhood is like getting healed in some way, but it's to write a book. You know, when you're little and people ask you like, what do you want to be when you grow up? Being a writer was what I wanted to be. The older I got, the more I realized that they didn't really get paid that much. So I kind of moved on to other things. But now that I'm older, I have more time to dedicate to hobbies and stuff like that. I feel like I kind of want to get back to that. I want to get back to the middle school me, not necessarily the middle school me. I want to get back to the dreams and like the hobbies that I had when I was in middle school, when I wasn't really worried about what other people thought, was this aesthetic, or, you know, worrying about like literally everything else. I was just doing things that made me happy. And part of that was writing. Now, what am I gonna write? I have no idea. We'll see how that goes. And my next goal is also talking about books, which is going to be to read 12 books. Like I mentioned earlier, I did get some gift cards for Christmas, so I can put that to use, but I want to read 12 books. I'm also in a book club, so I'm pretty sure that I'm gonna hit my 12 books. So I'm pretty sure I am gonna hit the 12 books, but just in case, you know, so I might, wait, let me turn that off, or at least on silent. But yeah, like I was saying, I am also in a book club, so I'm pretty sure I'm gonna hit the 12 books. So I might actually up that number because I want to start reading like books for myself, not just the book club books. But for right now, we're just gonna keep it at 12. And then the last thing for my personal goals is going to be to paint or draw 12 new things. Ideally, that would be once a month, but I'm giving myself grace and just saying 12 new things in general this year. Like I said, I want to start getting back into my like middle school hobbies, and art was something that I have enjoyed since I was in elementary school. I have loved every bit of art. I love studying art. I love, learning about how other people see things, but I really want to get back into like painting and drawing. I think I painted a lot when I was like living alone before I met Tevin, but that was mostly because I was just by myself and I had a lot of time. So I haven't been doing that as much over the past few years, so I want to kind of get back into that and also start drawing. I feel like I was on a painting kick and then I wasn't really drawing as much. Well, really, I was sketching out before I was painting, so I guess maybe that counts. I don't know. Okay, but I actually went to the Met while I was in New York, and we ran into this artist. Like he had a chair pulled up in front of this statue, and he was just drawing, he was sketching, and I was so fascinated with it. I bought some art from him. He had some for sale, and so one of them is this one. I think it's Edgar Degas. Don't quote me on it, but I know it's like the Tiny Dancer, Little Dancer, something like that. Again, don't quote me on it. But he literally sketched this. I don't know if you guys can see. Yeah, but he literally sketched this. And then I also got this one, which I liked it because it had a dog in it. But I got these two from him and he signed it like right there in front of me. I've filmed it, I believe. So you guys are going to see that in an upcoming vlog. But we had like this really, really nice conversation for a little bit while he was like getting stuff ready and I was paying him. And I don't know how I got onto the topic. I think it was the dancer one, because I remember we had to study this when I was in school, and I think I had mentioned that, and he was like, "Oh, you're an artist. You can draw." And I was like, "Yeah, well, I mean, I don't do it as often." And he was like, what did he say? It was like, don't give up your craft, or like, make sure that you dedicate time to doing something that you're good at, or like something along those lines. It kind of meant a lot to me, and it almost like hurt my soul a little bit to be like, well, yeah, I used to, do art and all that stuff like that. And for him to be like, no, don't give it up. Do it. You got the time now. Just do it. And he said he's been going to that place for like years, since I think it was like 1995 or something like that, which is kind of crazy considering we're in 2026, and he is still at it, still drawing, still sketching. It was really nice and really wholesome. But yeah, there goes my long-winded explanation. Essentially, I want to draw or paint 12 new things. Stretch out, because I feel like I've been talking forever. But the next thing is going to be fitness. One of the things that I really wanted to challenge myself with is to work out for 100 days in a row. And so far, we have worked out 25 of those 100 days. We are already a fourth of the way through, which is kind of crazy because I feel like it kind of flew by, but also dragged on forever. Like, it's literally January in a challenge. Now that we have reached the 75-day mark left of the challenge, I actually want to start incorporating 75 hard, because now I feel like I've gotten into the habit of working out. Now we're going to add in our outdoor workout, because most of them have been like the gym or F45 or, yoga. But now I want to start incorporating a 45-minute outdoor workout, which means I actually have to go get that done before it gets dark. We got about like an hour and a half. So let me get through this video and then I'm gonna go do that. Okay, so then the next thing is kind of like what I was mentioning earlier, which is I want to run for races. I'm thinking I'm gonna do a 5K, maybe 2 10Ks, and a half marathon. Don't quote me on it. That could change. I may skip the half marathon. I may do 2 half marathons. I just haven't figured that part out yet, but it is going to be 4 races. Ideally, I would like to do one like per season, one for the winter time, which means I gotta kind of sign up kind of quickly. We'll figure that part out, but I want to run more. The other thing is kind of coincides with what I already mentioned, which is like incorporating fitness classes into the workouts. That's pretty much it for fitness. I mean, the next thing I have for fitness, which I don't know why I put this in this list, but it's just to stick to my prenatals. I mentioned this in my last video, I think, or the video before that. But Tevin and I are in the process of like trying but not trying. But with that, at least my doctor recommended that I start taking prenatals. I've never taken medication. I've never done it on a consistent basis. And so for me, it's really hard for me to remember to take it. I will start the rest of my day. It'll be like 3 p.m. and I'm like, oh dang, I never took it today. Or it'll be 9 p.m. I'm literally maybe going to bed and I'll be like, dang, I missed a whole day. So my thing is really just to stay consistent with it and just make that a habit. I don't know why I put that in fitness, but I guess that kind of fits. I don't know, but yeah, just to stay consistent. Okay, the sun is setting. Tevin is ready to get into this office so he could start gaming. So we're gonna wrap this up. But the next thing I have is my financial goals, which is just gonna be the same thing that I had, I think, in my last video, which is just to pay off debt. I have paid towards it, but you know, debt is debt, and until we get there, it's gonna be on the list. And then the next thing is to finish probate. So if you have a loved one or anything like that and they pass away, if you don't have, or if they don't have anything in writing, then you have to go through this process called probate, which is, I would not wish that on my worst enemy. Like, this is so just hideous. It's daunting. It's just a lot and it's expensive. So if you have anybody that you know, you love, make sure that, you know, they have their wishes. Even if it's all they own is just a car, anything that they might want to, you know, hand down or pass down or spread out to someone, just make sure that it's in writing and it's legally binding, so then you don't have to deal with stuff like this. But yeah, we gotta finish that. The other financial goal is the same thing that I have every single year, every single season, and that is just to save money. Last but not least, the next goals that I have are going to be for travel. And basically, I just want to take one solo trip. Like I mentioned earlier, Tevin and I are kind of like in this phase where we are trying but not trying for a child, which means that there is a potential chance that we could become parents at any given moment. You know, you never know when it's going to happen. And I really want to take this opportunity of it just being Tevin and I, but really just me, myself, and my personal journey of it just being me. I mean, yes, I have Tevin, but like Tevin's a grown man, like he can fend for himself, you know, whereas with the child, that's my responsibility, you know, like, and so I don't take that lightly, but I want to use this opportunity before that time comes to really, really make sure that I am sticking to what makes me happy and what brings me joy, and getting to do things that I may not otherwise be able to do, or if I am able to do, it would just be different. And one of those is like a solo trip. I don't know where, I don't know when, but I would like to do that at least before a kid comes into the picture. And then the next thing is going to be a weekend trip with Tevin. This year we're not doing any like major travel. We did go to Japan, you know, 2 years in a row, and that was amazing. And as much as I would love to go again, I think us just taking a year off and just kind of chilling out is just the best option. But I still want to at least take one trip with him this year, and I'm thinking like a weekend trip. Like we could go to New Orleans, we can, I don't know where else we would go. Maybe like a trip to Austin with like just us. I don't know. I haven't figured that part out, but I would like to do like a little weekend getaway with just us. All right, that is everything that I have for my goals and all that. I feel like I covered a lot, and I know you guys are tired of hearing me talk. So I'm gonna end the vlog here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Hopefully you're just as excited about what's to come as I am. Like I said, the New York vlog should be the next one. It may be one video, it may be 2 videos. I haven't started to edit anything yet, so I don't know. And then I don't know what's necessarily gonna come after that, but we will see. Hopefully you guys are along for the ride, and if you're new here, welcome. Glad you made it all the way to the end. I know you're probably tired of hearing me talk. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you subscribe, and let me know what your 2026 goals are. Like whether that's your personal, your fitness, whether that's just, hey, my goal is just to be happy, whatever it is, let me know down in the comments, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.